Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 rounds. This is the women's strawweight division. Making her way to the cage first, fighting out of the blue corner from the USA, Sally Krumdiack.
It's a welcome return to slick Sally Krumdiack, representing Charlie's Combat Club and hailing from the United States of America. She comes with a 9-6 record, so it's great to see her back here with the promotion. We first saw her at Cage Warriors 39, where she took on the recently UFC-signed Rosie Sexton. That wasn't her night that night, but Krumdiack has never shied from a challenge. A former title holder who crept into the world's top 10 rankings. She knows what it takes to compete and win at the highest level. She's looking to rebound from a loss tonight and upset the attending supporters for JoJo Calderwood.
Yeah, very well-rounded, very experienced as well. As you mentioned, she's fallen on a bit of hard times lately with a loss last time out. She's only been TKO'd once though, so she's definitely got a good chin going in against the striking of JoJo Calderwood tonight. Sally herself though, she enjoys the stand-up, she enjoys fighting off the cage. She really enjoys that clinch battle. She throws with a lot of power, a lot of aggression, and a lot of volume. So, it really could be an interesting striking matchup tonight.
I think it's appropriate to now congratulate Rosie Sexton for signing with the UFC. She'll now face Alexis Davis at UFC 161, a former opponent of Sally Krumdiack, who's coming along tonight to bang it out with Calderwood.
And her opponent tonight, fighting out of the red corner, Glasgow's own Joanne Calderwood.
And that very excited reception is for Joanne "Jojo" Calderwood. She is representing the Dinky Ninja fight team, Grip House, and is obviously from Scotland. She is perfect at 5-0. So a brilliant story surrounding the meteoric rise of Calderwood, who appears with us tonight on loan from Invicta FC. She's a former nursing assistant who went 19-2 as a professional Thai fighter and has made the successful transition to mixed martial arts, which sees her perfect after 5 contests, and now number 8 in the world behind stars from the US and Japan. She's watched her ninja brothers compete for Cage Warriors, and in fact the first MMA belt she ever held was Paul McVeigh's, and now it's time for her to shine under the bright lights on home soil.
I mean, she's the owner of some of the most technical striking we've seen in MMA, period. I mean, she mixes up. The clinch work is phenomenal. I mean, some of the elbows, the knees, the upper body kicks, the feints, everything. This is a complete striking package. We've seen that she does have, some takedowns in her arsenal. We saw them against Blackberg, a few takedowns off the cage. She trains at the Grip House with a lot of smaller weight men. So, although we don't see the grappling that often, you can be pretty sure it's there.
She uses all 8 weapons to devastating effect, and she's handed 4 of her opponents their first career loss. Here is Joanne "Jojo" Calderwood.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our co-main event of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds scheduled in the women's strawweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. She is a mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 3 inches tall. Official weight 114 3/4 pounds. A 15-fight veteran, she brings 9 victories and 6 defeats into the cage. From Everett, Washington, USA, here is Slick Sally Krumdiack. And next, her opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. A mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 6 inches tall. She weighed in at the strawweight limit, 116 pounds even. As a professional, she is perfect in the cage. 5 victories and no defeats. She is the female fighting pride of Glasgow, Scotland. Here is the undefeated Joanne "Jojo" Calderwood. Referee in charge of the action is Mark Goddard.
Mark Goddard is our referee for this strawweight contest. We have Slick Sally Krumdiack in the black and whites with Joanne Calderwood in the black and pink.
Here you go. You ready? You ready?
Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Interesting quote, Josh. We are professional athletes, not a sideshow, from professional fighter Casey Rodish. A very worthy co-main event attraction tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, we're very lucky to have someone like Jo Calderwood here on Cage Rose tonight. I think Invicta are going to be very lucky to have her, you know, from here on out. But a measured start from both ladies here tonight.
Yeah, Jojo stalking Krumdiack. Calderwood does have the reach advantage. She's expecting her hardest fight to date, given the experience and the style of Sally Krumdiack.
Yeah, both ladies made the weight limit successfully, but both, you know, really tough. Wow. A lot of weight. Wow, flicking that front leg kick up quick.
Well, it was the change of pace, Josh. She's just flicking out a nonchalant leg kick, and the way that she came upstairs with that head kick was quite something.
You know, in this kind of paced fight, tempo is everything, and you know, you saw there how quickly she can try and change that. Krumdiack not phased though, firing back a few strikes of her own.
So Calderwood keeping it at range at the moment. Getting close, we might see some of those elbows and knees.
A lot of different kicks and strikes coming the way of Krumdiack at the moment. Calderwood's giving her a lot of different things to think about. And just, you know, keeping the work rate going at the moment.
Just taking a look at one another in this opening round. Oh, and a good one too from Krumdiack.
Yeah, Krumdiack found the mark there. Saw the chin of Calderwood for a few moments.
Yeah, Calderwood has suddenly put her hands a little higher, recognizing the danger of the American.
It's important that Krumdiack did something like that at the start of this fight, just to let her know, look, I'm here. You're not going to come in and just, you know, score points on me and walk all over me. You know, I'm here, I can throw strikes back, and if I tag you, you're going to know about it.
Calderwood is having to bite hard on her gum shield as Krumdiack comes forward. Very tough is Sally Krumdiack, as we saw when she fought Rosie Sexton.
Yes, trying to keep that right hand high.
She looks like she's got a little bit of swelling under the right eye.
Again, good straight punches from the Scot.
Some decent defensive movement on the outside from Krumdiack. She's keeping her head moving. Not making herself an easy target. But every time she stops, Calderwood comes forward. Good teep.
Oh, big uppercut.
Big uppercut. And look at the ground. Wow. About 10 unanswered shots. Just completely finishes this contest. And Joanne Calderwood is victorious.
Yeah,
very respectful celebration as well from JoJo.
What a flurry that was. I mean, once she got the opportunity, she landed that uppercut and then did not let up, just pouring it on, and
just
fourth stoppage victory for her.
Beautiful stuff, and she celebrates with her partner James Doolan and the rest of the Dinky Ninjas, including Paul McVeigh and Chris Gary.
Holla at your boy.
Let's take another look at that as an early head kick. The teep forced back Krumdiack, and she came just in range. Two big uppercuts. Krumdiack went scrambling, and that left JoJo enough space to really pour it on. And it's correct, her coach's name is Gary Christie. Enough of that, let's throw it to Joe, he'll make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 3 minutes, 8 seconds, round number 1, referee Mark Goddard puts a halt to the contest. Your winner by TKO victory and still undefeated, Joanne JoJo Calderwood.
JoJo, with real finesse about her work, is now with Josh.
JoJo Calderwood. Joe, talk us through the finish, because once you landed that uppercut, you swarmed her and wasted no time.
I don't know what happened.
Is it all just reflex by this point?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I just come in here and just let shit go. Oh, sorry for swearing.
She looked like she landed a 1-2 at one point in that. Did the power striking she was bringing worry you at all, or?
No, I hope I've got a black eye. I felt it land, but it didn't hit me. I've got these guys hitting me every day, so someday my own weight, it's never going to hurt me.
You showed a lot of different strikes, a lot of different kicks. Is really mixing up the striking and making your opponent think something you spend a lot of time working on, or is it just all part of the game for you?
All part of the game. It's just keeping it fun and just changing it up and hopefully entertaining the fans.
You've got a lot of lighter... I think they appreciate that. You've got a lot of lighter weight guys at your gym to train with, the likes of Paul McVeigh, obviously. I use it lightly. What's it like having a lot of very active, lighter fighters to train with? Do you think that gives you a distinct advantage when you fight ladies of your own size?
I don't think they're lighter. I think they're all big. But yeah, it's easier when they're like smaller. But you've got some smaller and taller people. So it just depends if you're who you're fighting, and it's probably better that everybody's like different sizes and stuff. So.
We're probably not going to see you again too much on this side of the pond now, as you signed with Invicta and you're heading over there. What's it been like to get a fight in here on Cage Warriors, along with your other half on the same card, and in front of this crowd here in Glasgow?
Amazing, I'll never forget it. Even though James lost, like, that just made me come out here and work hard, and that was for James. And I'll make him feel better tonight.
Well, undefeated, 6-0. Big things, I think, for you, ladies and gentlemen. Joanne Calderwood.